Hi, I'm Ros Conkey. Today I'm going to tell you exactly what I do as a strategic marketing consultant. I'm going to share the 6 steps that you need to take to create a robust marketing strategy. And if you do all this, then you won't need to spend a penny on a consultant like me. Now, in case you're wondering, I'm not trying to put myself out of business here, but I am prepared to bet that the kind of ambitious business owner that I'd like to work with will hear all this and say, that's an awful lot of work, Ros. I don't have the time and it sounds like I need an outside perspective to do this properly, so let's talk. So, here are the 6 steps to doing your own strategic marketing, and if you find you can't or you don't want to do this alone, then do give me a call. The first step is to deeply understand your customers. This is fundamental when taking a strategic approach to marketing. If you don't know exactly the kind of person you want to attract to your business, then it's almost impossible to craft marketing messages that will resonate with them. Everyone has different needs, different attitudes, challenges, different pain points. So unless you have a really clear picture of exactly who your ideal customers are, then your marketing will probably fall a bit flat and you'll end up taking a scattergun approach, which is expensive and wasteful. The second step is to make sure that your product or service suits your ideal customer and you're describing it in a way that's meaningful to them. If you aren't describing the benefits of your offering in a way that's meaningful to your ideal customer, then they just won't get it, and sales will always be an uphill struggle. If prospects are turning you down when you know that your product is perfect for them, then this could be where your problem is. The third step is to understand your vision and your values and your positioning. So why are you in business? What's your vision for your business? Where do you want to get to? Your values are about what's important to you. And your positioning is about what do you want your brand to mean in the eyes of your customers. So how do you position yourself compared to alternatives? These questions are really important in setting your marketing strategy. If you can't articulate why you're in business and why your customers should care about what you do, then they just won't. Simon Sinek explains this really eloquently in his book, Start With Why, which I really recommend. And if you don't have time to read the whole book, then do watch his TED Talk, it's excellent. The fourth step in creating an effective marketing strategy is to set specific objectives and decide on a strategy that will help you achieve them. You've probably heard the saying, if you don't know where you're going, then you won't know how to get there. And it's true. So set yourself and your team goals that are measurable and achievable, and then choose a strategy that will get you there. The fifth step is to map out your customer's buying journey. How are your prospects going to go from first hearing from you to eventually buying from you? Now, if your product's not an impulse buy and your customer will need to take some time to think about their decision, then you'll need to lay down a path for them so they can make their buying decision comfortably in their own time. You should be able to offer your customers a logical, low-risk next step at every stage of the buying process. For my business, it looks like this. People usually find me via social media or word of mouth or other ways. After that, they typically go to my website, might read a couple of blogs, see whether I know what I'm talking about, maybe watch some videos like you're doing right now. Then they might download a free piece of content like my ideal customer persona checklist. Or they might sign up to my email newsletter to get to know me better and find out if I can add value to their business. Then they might get in touch with me, at which point I'll offer a free 30-minute sounding board taster. And that's there to make sure that we're a good match for one another and to give prospective clients a few tips and pieces of advice so they can actually see that I know what I'm talking about. And after that taster, then I'll offer a 2-hour sounding board session, or they might choose to come along to one of my workshops, which I run every so often. And then after that, we'll talk about other ways that I can help them in their business. This tiered path to purchase means that my clients can make their buying decision comfortably in their own time. Sometimes clients will know exactly what they want from the outset and they'll skip stages. And then other times people will dance around for a while before they're ready to take the next step. Either way, it's fine. I've built these stages into my marketing so that customers can make that journey in a way that suits them. So if you haven't worked out a clear path to purchase that's comfortable and makes sense for your customers, then sometimes they'll step out. They'll decide that the next step is too big a jump for them and they'll walk away. Or they'll find someone else who has an easier path to purchase and you'll lose the sale to somebody else. The last step is to plan your marketing measurements. How will you know if your marketing activities are working? What are the indicators that will show you whether your prospects are happily progressing through this buying journey, following that path that you've laid out, And what indicators will highlight where they're dropping out so that you can pinpoint where your marketing needs improving. Also, how are you going to measure the return on investment for the whole buying journey? Once you've decided on your measures and you know what these figures are right now, look back at your objectives and your goals and check that they look reasonable. So those are the 6 steps of creating a marketing strategy, and that's the process that I take every one of my clients through to make sure their marketing delivers results. Now, creating a robust marketing strategy takes knowledge and experience, but more than that, you need the perspective to see what your business looks like from your customer's viewpoint. In another video, I explained this by telling a story about how you can't see the colour of a boat's hull when you're sitting inside the boat. And it's the same when you're immersed in your business. This is the bit that most business owners find really difficult. And I know this because it's the bit that I find really difficult. I know an awful lot about marketing. I have a lot of experience working with all sorts of different businesses, but I have to get outside help to set my own marketing strategy because I don't know what I'm like to work with because I've never worked with me. I know that that's not a reflection on my ability or on my marketing knowledge or experience, it's just about perspective. So if you're doing all of these steps and you're still finding it hard, get someone outside your business to help you. If you'd like me to help you, please do give me a call or drop me an email because I'd love to hear from you.